how these baby mama terrorists destroy their male boys is by, number one, destroying their relationship with their father. And how they methodically destroy that relationship between the father and son is that they plant seeds in the minds of the children, of the boys, to make them doubt anything that their father says or does in the father's absence. And a lot of them are bold enough to do it in his presence. They'll label and say things to either directly indicate or outright indicate that the father is dumb and don't know what he's talking about. And these seeds over time will germinate as they get older if the father isn't strong enough or wise enough to pick those seeds up out of the ground before they take root. So, like my ex baby mother terrorist, when she left, we broke up, and she fled, so to speak. She actually broke a court order, which was for us to have joint custody of our two sons at the time, who were at that time about 8 and 7. And that caused a big legal stir. That, I had to go out there and get them out of schools and stuff that she had secretly placed them in, where they had missed over half of the school year. It was a great mess. But if you brothers would just be involved in the legality, going to the courthouse and establishing yourself on record as a custodial parent, whether 50-50 or 100%, at least 50%. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be at her disposal to destroy you, get custody of the children, malign you, and actually use your own children, whom she has been planting these seeds in the minds of, against you. I remember when I went to get my children with the police, with a court order, at their school. Fortunately, they had made it in that day. But when I went up there with the police to get my son, he was in the back, and they're letting him know, your dad has the paperwork, everything is legal. In his mind, he was being taught and trained that I was a kidnapper. He told them I was coming up there to kidnap him, and that's what his mother had been feeding him for that time. She broke the law and took them out to actually San Bernardino out of Sacramento, which is about an 8-hour ride. So it was really a journey, a pilgrimage going to get them, and actually doing what they call a sneak attack, where she wasn't even prepared for me to come out there to claim my rightful sovereign position as father, caregiver, protector, and provider for my seeds. So yeah, that's how they do it, brothers. They take the minds first. And till this very day, there's a difficulty between me and my sons when it comes to them respecting my wisdom and experience. And most of the time, unfortunately, they have to learn life experience the hard way, because when I tell them outright, or they see examples that I share with them, they still rather go left than to go right. So be in your children's lives. I don't give a fuck who, what obstacle or whatever. Forge a way to be and remain in your children's lives, because the first 7 years, if you're not there then, as the Knights of Templar said, give me your children for 7 years and I'll tell you what they're going to be. When those 7 years are spent amongst chaos and confusion, fighting and animosity and acrimony, you are creating not only enemies to society, but enemies to yourself as a future parent and grandparent to whatever children and relationships that they're going to be involved in. So take heed. What I'm telling you is based on experience. Most of these women out there, especially in the black community, unfortunately, are baby mama terrorists. As they call them, I think that's Mr. Palmer, who I salute. He's right and exact. They are baby mama terrorists. Flee from most of them. More later in peace.